Hello everyone. Hi, it's another week now. So this week is a medical talk, okay? And it's a very big topic. I invite other doctors and psychologists, psychiatrists and therapists, and slowly talk about this placebo effect. Because the placebo effect is only shall we say, a Western term or Western European term. But I would say that in my title, I said the most earliest of, the Chinese medicine, the Daoist medicine, because the spontaneous. The main thing is the spontaneous. Now, the spontaneous reaction is actually a placebo effect, because at the end of the day, people are still arguing, oh, placebo, what do you mean by placebo? If you check in all the dictionary, it's something that you imagine something. So somebody give you a glass of water saying that, right, you can drink this water, all right, drink this water, and you can get, heal yourself. But as a medical research fellows in the university, we try to do a little bit better, right? Yeah. So because people start talking about, right, oh, is it psychology? Is it you think about it, you imagine about it, or people using mindfulness or mindsets or spirits or miracle healing? Do they really exist? Right? From 28 years of my own personal research with clinical case study, right? All the medicine, including stage 4 liver metastasis, right? Stage 4 leukemia. Okay. So all this stage 4 lymphoma as well. Okay. And I'm not saying I'm going to heal people, because nobody heal anybody. We trigger the body, the patient, cell heal. That is very important, but I don't use medications. So is it not, right? You can say, so people say, oh, you're quack medicine, you're a cult leader. Is it only a name? But something has happened. And I got the whole 28 years of clinical case study. So if somebody said I'm wrong, fine, I'm willing to learn. Please tell me, where did I go wrong? So if you say that I'm wrong with all the medical case study, all the university hospital as well, but see your homework. Let me see your homework for your argument's sake. If you cannot submit me with your clinical case study, the patient get better without taking medication. Now, then what's the point of arguing? Because, people can't even do it. And, they start arguing. Now, that's not very intelligent, isn't it? We're supposed to be intelligent about people, are we? So all this mindset and psychology, of course they exist. But what is the mindset? Right? Yeah. Can you be a bit more specific? What do you mean by mindset? Huh? Close your mind. Yeah, truth in the subconscious. Okay. But how does it heal the people? How do people get healed? Self-healing. So this is what our research is into it. And I've been doing it for 28 years. And we Chinese, we have 5,000 years, right, of records. So is it not the earliest type of, you call it placebo effect, and we call it just Naidan Su, or you can go back all the way to study of change at I Ching. But so that is tonight's topic. Okay, so it'll be quite interesting with the argument carry on. So because without exchanging, we don't call argument, we call discussions in a university levels. Okay, you don't know how many times that we start screaming and shouting at each other, even in all the conferences. But then there you go, without exchanging services, how are we going to find a middle? Is it not yin and yang principle? Good, so let's start. Can I have my first picture, please? Okay, this is 2018, right? Yeah, Dutch TCM conference. And I was very humbled and honored to have invited by all the medical professions. There's about 300 people in there, it's all medical professional doctors, Western doctors, TCM doctors, right? Yeah, and psychiatrists and psychology therapists, so all kind of different medical professions. And that topic, right, is placebo effect. Next picture, please.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. So tonight we start off with another topic. Thank you for coming to this chat. So this cultural exchange, platform. Okay. So if you can take a picture with your phone. So when cameras switch over to different things, you know exactly, because when I pointed to this, you may not see it in Blackboard. So it's better you look at the phone and you know where we're talking about. Yeah. Okay. You know exactly yin and yang principle wise. You on one side, the yin side is the knowledge, right? You have to understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. Okay. So we can say the mind because it's the thought. Okay. Yeah. So that's why a few thousand years ago, China has so many school of thoughts, so different type of teachings coming out, And then on the other hand, the yang side, because, we have to exercise it. So that is the yang side. So tonight we do some demonstration. All right. Okay. So now mostly what I'll just briefly say it to you and I'll play you a very short film. So, start bringing you into our topic. The Dutch University, and they invite me for a Dutch International TCM conference. So, within the conference, because obviously we have all different type of medical professions and loads of TCM, right? TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, physicians, and those are professors as well. And but tonight I want to just remind people that I don't specialize in external medicine. They are external medicine because using herbs, using acupuncture, using anything outside the body. So we call it Wai Dan Su, external medicine, external Daoist medicine. I haven't trained these using the herbs. So okay, yeah. But my speciality is only through internal Naidan Daoist medicine. Okay, yeah. Now, so I'll bring out the not argument, but discussions of placebo effect. Placebo effect. So today we all heard about placebo effect. So actually, I was talking to a lot of the professor during that event because there are different concepts of that. It's the control thing. Yes, of course, it's control. And because that's how you manage to, shall we say, to control the illnesses, how to improving it, to make it balancing it. Of course, it's control. Yeah, but on another angle, you look at it is because placebo effect is you're not using any. It's no medication. You don't use any medicine, right? People can give you some water, something that you think, oh, there's the medicine in it, drink it, but actually it's no medication. So from my angle, looking at placebo effect is without using any medication. So that's coming to the argument of people's psychological thing. They say, oh yes, psychological. People think that there are medicine and then people get better. Now this is not a very good explanation. And then because I don't use any medication. Okay. So to me, because without medication, now the Wai Dan Su, you can use medication. The opposite, the yin and yang, internal, we don't use medication at all. We just use what you call it mind and body, right? Mind obviously focuses, the focus we talk about later. And then exercises, how to trigger the internal medicine, which is Naidan. Now we know it is hormones. So hormone control our psychological, hormone control our physiological, health issues. When you're balancing it, right, we're fine. So if you look at it that way, now too much hormone, we're ill. Insufficient hormone, we're also ill. So through methodology, through our training of the mind and the training of our body, we induce the hormones out to balance the 14 organs. Which one, is imbalanced. When you imbalance, you're ill. So there's no medication using it through. So to me, that is a placebo because you think you're getting better, but the argument was people say, oh, it's just, you think about it. It doesn't exist.
But no, it actually exists. It is of physical property. So my argument to that is because hormones. Now the ancient Chinese called it golden liquid, gay liquids. Yeah, all kind of different Chinese name, Asian Chinese name, right? Then hormones now today you call it hormones, or other biochemical, substances inside our body. Now they're liquid form. So a liquid form, they are physical property. So it's nothing that you imagine. You don't imagine things. It's just that you cannot see them because it's inside the body. You don't see them. So people think that, oh, it's imagined. No, it's not. So placebo actually in the internal Daoist medicine, to me, is actually just different terminology. Right? Ancient Chinese called it internal Daoist medicine, which is we're not using any medicine. Without medication. I said it here, without medication, okay? No medication. So to me, it's just different name, placebo. Just different name, okay? Maybe some people want to argue, okay, fine, we do more research. Well, it's not a problem, yeah. But whatever it is, there's no medication involved, okay, yeah? So now, now I'm gonna play you a little short film and you can see that there, I was using obviously the energy, you call it energy work. Of course, there are a lot of fake energy worker out there. We all know that. And that's why it brought us a very difficult, shall we say, time, because a lot of people, you talk about qi and qi gong and things, they laugh their heads off already, because there are a lot of, con artists out there. So you cannot blame ordinary people. But you flip coins around, yeah. As a professor myself, so I have been to all the different university, right, to presenting, the internal Daoist medicine. So if I'm fake, surely, or maybe you say I'm fake, I'm stupid, that's fair enough. But the professor which invite me to his university, now he's not stupid, wouldn't he? Just think, if I'm a con artist, am I going to con everybody in all the different university in the world? And they pay me as well, very good paid as well. So they got to go through university board of director to give me the contract and give me the paycheck. Okay, so just have an open mind. Keep an open mind. There are a lot of things that we do not understand about our own body and mind. Very powerful machine. So this is the corner I like, you guys to, shall we say, we look at it from a science of the human body, okay, from that angle, and maybe then we can find out more very interesting things about microcosm. So because we are little universe, and we do come from the big universe out there, okay? Yeah. Now, that's why it brings up to the topic tonight is, since we are not using any medication, we're using exercises. So when all exercises, that's why we, in China, over a few thousand years, there must be, we call it different styles of, of training, yeah? So because there are obviously thousands of different names, so I don't only use the names, I just call it exercises, shall we say, because I might, if I use another people's name, maybe other people, they don't like it. Okay, so I don't need to use any name. Okay, yeah. So for example, you can just call it methodology because it's 功法, exercises, motions. What we're doing this, why we're doing this. So it's very important. So that means it brings into tonight's main topic, because you can see there's loads of topic there. I could just pull out one topic. It could be 1 hour talk. What can I say in 1 hour? You tell me. Okay, so that's why it's the speed, because I want to talk about the speed of your exercises, because we all do exercises. Why is it something have to be slow? Why is it something have to be fast? So you see the film is what I'm doing. So first of all, we have to talk about the speed. Doesn't matter you do it slow or you're doing fast. What's the objective? The objective of these exercises, the methodology, right? With Chinese, ancient Chinese medicine, we already called it, right? Dong Gong and Jing Gong, all right? So Jing Gong, you can say the mind, the English word mind and body is fine, it's very good as well. But when you talk about mind, so training of the mind is another topic. I'm just gonna say this, right? So now what I'm doing is, now if I look at here, the film, okay, now you see the coma patient. So I just wrapped up this session. We talk about the coma patient because you saw me on the big board. Now there was a coma patient. Now mind you, that's about, I think about 300 of doctors or medical professions. So you got Chinese doctor, you also got Western doctor, you got psychologist, right? So all kind of therapists as well, yeah. So surely, I mean, they'd be interested. So if I'm a con artist, I'm standing right in front of all the professionals. I don't mind, I look stupid, but I'm not that stupid, am I? Okay. So I brought out a 1-year coma patient. I use that as now as the topics of introduction without using any medication. I brought him around in a hospital. So that's why the film you saw that.